guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're looking at the Solemn Vow. So I finally got the opportunity to actually mentor myself in here. This is an account that I've just had actually sitting around for a considerable amount of time. We have to do some summons in here is one of the first thing with the Solemn Vow. If you do 100 summons, you pick up some of the resources in there. So I'm hoping that we can get a couple heroes out of here, which there is a copy of Theowin. Very strong when it comes to the hunting fields and the Abyssal Expedition. Some places in the tower she is utilized, but ultimately not in too many places. So hero slots are full. Out of here, we've been building quite a few heroes. I picked up a couple chests just through time. This is actually an account, again, that we've just been completely sitting on, and it's been probably about 2 years since I've had this account. There's a copy of Brutus, Immunity Tank, very strong. So looking at the Solemn Vow, we passed our 100 summons. That is what we wanted to do. Boom, so we get our free Uridid Essence. So that is what we're gonna use within the Solemn Vow. On all of my accounts, I haven't been able to apprentice anyone yet. So unfortunately, I haven't had anyone accept. I put in a lot of applications, and unfortunately, I have not had anyone accept the Solemn Vow. So if you're looking to pick up some free loot, guys, definitely start accepting those. So here we are, guys. Picked up a chest out of there. Again, continuing with some of the summons here. Main thing, I need some more elite heroes. I've been kind of stuck at this point, so hopefully we can pick up, there's another copy of Brutus. I'm gonna have to save some of these. I'm not sure exactly what I'm gonna do right now with the diamonds, but there is Cecilia, guys. Pretty powerful in the Lightbearer Tower. I definitely like utilizing her within there. I'm hoping maybe with Taylene coming up, that's the main reason why I logged over to this account, to see if we could possibly pick up a copy of Taylene. Got a lot more food there. Got some extra copies of Wukong, of course, out of chests that we've seen. Also, same thing with Flora. Got a couple copies of Flora out of there. And I'm also looking to build Grez. So Grez has been a hero in here that we've kind of really focused on. The Graveborn is super strong, especially if you can summon them early. There's a copy of Thorin. Second one, we get a copy of Baden. Really hoping he is going to be an awakened hero someday, just because I love his build and I love how he is developed. So guys, another elite right there. We're getting pretty lucky with this. A copy of a star, absolutely love the hero. And another elite back-to-back, which is Wukong. I've pulled double Wukong already, which again is kind of crazy. Another elite right there, going through all of these scrolls, guys. Another copy of Brutus. Definitely nice. We're going to have the food to go ahead and build them. I'm sure we're almost maxed out on heroes again, which there we go. So we have no more slots. But trying to build Kren, definitely going to be a solid carry in here. Couple more scrolls and a double. Very nice, guys. It is Kren. Kren and Nemitsu. Still waiting for some more Mauler support. Unfortunately, at this time, I don't see any coming in the near future. I think Maulers have been just kind of forgotten. And there we go, guys. There is an unlock of Leica, super powerful energy and haste when they come into battle. She is a very powerful hero to have. So we got a couple more. I think we have one more scroll summon. There's another copy of Nemitsu, taking him to Elite Plus. A little bit more food to build a couple of these heroes out. And this account is only in Chapter 9. Again, we really haven't done anything with it. But I definitely wanted to utilize it, and for the Solemn Vow, it's absolutely perfect. I can make a little bit of progression on here, and I can also give a little bit of progression to the FHG account. That way we can kind of build both of them up together. So again, just a lot of food in there. We're using all of our companion points. Javid got absolutely super lucky. I think he pulled 4 copies of Taylene, which again is just absolutely crazy. And I believe 2 of the 4 were out of regular summons, which again, it is kind of crazy. But yes, I believe 2 of the 4 were complete regular summons. So another Graveborn here. Hoping we get Grez, which it is Desira. Solid Graveborn support. Definitely has to be built out a little bit. So let's go back and look at our Solemn Vow, see where we're at. There's all of my summons, guys. 50 elite heroes. That was what we were going for with those summons. Got a couple more stones. And again, it's free loot, guys. We are picking up free loot out of here, which I absolutely love. We're going to have to start... I'm I know we got a couple more scrolls. I've been going through here and trying to think we're going to have to make a massive campaign push pretty quickly. Let's see if we can pick up some copies of Grez out of here. Again, with the Twisted Realm, he's a hero that I want to build, which there is Hodgkin. Super strong Griefborn. Even though he's a tank, solid buffer. We've seen him in a lot of formations, allowing or buffing other heroes. And again, the diamonds, I'm really on the fence with the diamonds. I think I'm going to save them. There's a copy of Oden, another hero. Guys, do not underestimate Oden. Super powerful hero. And another elite right there, which is Grez. Very nice. Remember, this account at this point does not have desired hero summons, so unfortunately it is just RNG from what we have in the wish list to pick up. And another elite right there, guys, which is Damon. Very nice. Such a strong hero. Remember, he does scale with everybody else, meaning that as the enemy gets stronger, he in turn gets stronger, which is a very, very cool aspect. So we've got one more card right here. Still staying with Greyborn. Hopefully it's Grez. It is Nara. Nara used to be used a lot. Now, not really so much. But let's go ahead and Temple of Ascension. See what we got. We got Kren. We got Oden. So very solid right there. We do got some food there with Naru. And I'm thinking we're going to get Grez a little bit higher. Continue to build his signature item. Which again, Grez isn't the strongest carry, honestly. But already having him here, having copies of him, even looking down the Greyborn, we got pretty lucky with him. So we'll go ahead, we'll beef up his signature item a little. Once he gets those minions up, it's kind of hard to kill, I guess, if you're going through there. So we're going to break down the Solemn Vow, guys, a little bit more, see exactly where we're at. So let's go ahead and take a look at our Solemn Vow. All right, so here we are, guys, in chapter 13. So we went from 9 to 13 within the Solemn Vow. We've been completing a couple different parts, but I really wanted to show you where we're at right now. So we're in chapter 3, the Sacrifice. So as you can see here, it does run a story in here, which is very cool. We still have a lot of stories to go all the way to chapter 30 as we continue progression in here. With our quests, we've actually been going through quite a few, and I've been seeing exactly what we can do. Draw furniture, we don't have Ascended Hero. Stargazer, it is not unlocked yet. Team Bounties is just going to take time. Playing the Hellscape, so a lot of players were asking what the Hellscape is. That is actually within the guild ground. Once you unlock this, it is the Twisted Realm. So going through there and running the Hellscape. Again, a lot of players forget that it is named the Hellscape, but that is what it is. Reach chapter 15, we're getting there. Chapter 18, the exact same. Also with the King's Tower floors, 150 and 200. It's going to be very dependent on the heroes. Now, there are a couple ways that I'm going to show you to kind of really cheese this that I found are super easy. So cultivate Ascended Heroes. So we do need to get an Ascended Hero in here. Achieve 10 Legends Challenger victory without having 3 solid teams. I pushed kind of as far as I could. It is going to take a little bit of time. Now, completing the Arcane Labyrinth 30 times gives you 5,000 Labyrinth tokens, so actually pretty good on there. But completing it 30 times, guys, that is going to take 60 days because remember, it resets every 2 days. Gifting companion points every single day. You can gift those. Guild hunts, 150 guild hunts. Remember, we have 3 per day. If Soren is unlocked, you can actually have 6 in a day. So that is going to be another one that is going to take a considerable amount of time to finish in there. Making purchases from the store. Easy to do. Mythic gear, once you get a little bit further, easy to do. I need more. I have 1 single hero, which I'll show you in a minute, that is unlocked with signature item. We need 3 in total. Raise signature items to level 10, and then raise the crystal to level 150. I'm not sure once I hit one of these, for instance, if I hit this one to 150, if I'm actually going to be able to, it unlocks like a future task or a further task. But ultimately, guys, you get a crazy amount of loot in here as just having a companion or having a apprentice mentor relationship. So ultimately, there's a couple cool things you can do in here, including the formations. So the mentor can actually recommend formations in here on what you should use for the campaign, King's Tower, Arena of Heroes, the Twisted Realm. So you can really see how much your mentor is putting in there here. You can also see, I'm my own mentor because there's my FHG account. It was the only way that I've been able to get actually an apprentice through all of my accounts. I applied for a bunch of players. A lot of players have had problems. Getting in there, it just says the queue is full. And then when I looked on the other side, it was the exact same thing for this account. So it said on my account specifically that the queue was full. But when I went down to the bottom, when I had the button to show the applications, I had no applications. I had no mentor applications. There was nothing in there, which kind of sucked because it just makes me think that it's broken. I'm not sure if the update they did today fixed some of it, but ultimately nothing was in there. Now, in addition, the mentor can assign tasks, and that's what I did, but this is every 3 days. So you do have to wait 3 days to task refresh to have the ability to actually set a new task with your apprentice. So again, very cool. Then of course the mercenary, this is really the big thing, guys. So remaining hires 18. So I hired Ainz and Albedo. Probably not the best choice because you can't run them in the same formation. Didn't really realize that or thought about it when I put it in. But ultimately having Ainz, guys, has been super broke. And I'll show you why, especially if you are newer to AFK Arena. The reason he is so broken is you can actually use him within the peaks of time, and you can use him in every single fight to go through and pick up artifacts like Dura's Call. I just picked up Dura's Eye. But when you're in here and you're doing these, you can use the mercenaries just like we've seen before. I mean, we've done this before. You can use Ainz, and Ainz, just because of how he's built, we have the 60 engraving, we have the 9 of 9 furniture, plus 30 signature item. I can even put him at this level up in the front, and he will just kind of tank everything. So it's really easy to see. He takes 300 damage when he's got an insane amount of hit points. So I can push through a ton of this content, even if he is the only one that I have in my formation. I can just push through a ton of the content. And then you stack Relic behind it. Makes it super easy. Exact same thing that we've seen with the Arcane Labyrinth. Having the ability to use a hero in here, which is the reason why they are so important. Now, if they were a hero that I was looking to get permanently like Ainz, is I can actually redeem in the exchange. And I know a lot of players may not know this or have forgot about this because I get a lot of questions about this. But you can actually exchange resources for your dimensional stones. The dimensional stones can be used to borrow Ainz, to borrow other heroes. Ainz, guys, is the biggest priority. He is super broken when it comes to this game. Still does a ton of damage. I know once you start getting chapter 40 plus, a little less effective, but ultimately, especially if you're in chapters like this, it's super easy to push through here. Now, also, I've been crushing it with Taylene. So as you can see, I did borrow my free 3-day trial of Taylene. She's been crushing it. I believe last night we went through 4 full chapters, which will continue to push through here through 13, 14, 15 with Taylene, guys. Again, it's super broken. A lot of players have said that. In addition, if you do have the towers up, which right now we just have the regular King's Tower, but if you do have that Celestial Tower up, players have been able to push 10, 20, 30, 40 floors within the Celestial Tower just by utilizing the free Taylene that they get, guys. So the diamonds right now I'm going to save. I think I'm going to do some summons on here. We're going to have to set it up. I know it's going to take a little bit of time, but I also thought about just doing the stargazing, picking up a couple of heroes in there, including Frampton. I don't have Frampton built on any of these accounts, but ultimately we're going to have to see. This is an account that I've actually just had sitting around since I started AFK Arena. The original Furry Hippo Gaming account and this one I built together. I actually started together, but this one, as you can see, I never played. We got to chapter 9, and that is where it stopped. And this was actually when Silas came out, or Solus came out. So in here, guys, we've been running Grez. Grez, I got lucky. I got lucky with a bunch of different copies of him. Very strong tank, especially when you have heroes behind him. I've been using Kren as my primary damage within here. I've used a star, which of course is support, as well as Rowan. So a star kind of plays a double role. Does a considerable amount of damage as well as the buffer. Throws up a bubble at the very beginning, which is awesome. Wukong, another one that I just got lucky with copies on. I actually got the free copies that they gave you, a couple of chests, and then I also did pull one just with our RNG pulls, guys. All right, but that'll do it, guys. The Solemn Vow, very cool. If you can get an apprentice in there, or if you're, an apprentice looking for a mentor, put some comments down below, guys. We have a lot of players that do check out these videos, and we know the players that are checking out the videos, most of them are still active in AFK Arena. So again, guys, let me know in the comments what you guys think, and as always, thank you guys for watching.